Welcome back to the final part of episode 14, and we've still got a blockbuster main event to come here tonight. D-Generation X reunite to take on the unlikely duo of John Cena and The Undertaker. It's a history-making main event live tonight on No Limits Wrestling, but here's another match right now that's going to be a test of wits and strength and determination. You see there Chavo Guerrero waiting in the ring for his opponent. Quote the Raven, nevermore. Here he comes to the ring. Debuted at the Royal Rumble a few weeks back, and last week in the main event came so close to beating the game Triple H. However, he came just short and will hope to bounce back tonight following a solid performance last week. And on the road to WrestleMania and even the road to Retribution, Raven must be thinking, gotta rack up those wins, as he gains steady momentum heading into the grandest stage of them all. But first of all, he has to go through the Mexican Warrior, Chavo Guerrero. This is going to be a pretty fast-pacey matchup as they lock up. Well, they were going to lock up, but Chavo Guerrero immediately out of the starting block with a clothesline down to Raven, and now driving the knee straight into the spine. Chavo Guerrero now with the neck breaker. Chavo Guerrero, a veteran in the sport. He went for the cover, but Raven just about manages to kick out of it. Raven gotta wonder what he's got to do to beat this third generation superstar in Chavo Guerrero, and that's what he's got to do. Throttles him by the throat into the corner, and now vicious shots to the face of Chavo Guerrero by Raven. He's going to deliver vintage bulldog by Raven, and now back on him with the headlock, and now vicious shots again to the face of Chavo Guerrero, right down on the mat. Raven, quick to throw Chavo Guerrero really viciously straight into the turnbuckles, and now back on him with the headlock, and now look at him rubbing his face into the mat. And Raven's goal seems to be to humiliate his opponent every time he steps in the ring, as he's doing right now. Off the ropes and a clothesline to Chavo Guerrero. Guerrero has got to mount some offense if he's got any chance of beating Raven here tonight, but it doesn't look good. As you see now, double axe handle by Raven. Chavo Guerrero flat out on the mat, and his time's almost near. He spreads the arms, he spreads his wings. Is the Raven gonna fly? Look at the intensity in his eyes. Grabbed him, and immediately the Raven effect. This has put out so many men in the past, and it has just put out Chavo Guerrero. The crowd goes crazy for Raven. Yet another victory for Raven. It's great to see him back in NLW, and he's just put away Chavo Guerrero. A victory, a solid performance here tonight on the road to WrestleMania, and he's got to be really happy with that. It was a quick matchup. He did the deed early on. As you see there, the offense was just too much for Chavo Guerrero to handle, and the Raven effect sealed the win and the victory for Raven. You see Chavo Guerrero in the ring, defeated at the moment, but Raven spreads his wings on the stage. The arms spread out, signifies his dominance. Chavo Guerrero angry at his loss, so quickly as well. But Raven has picked up another huge victory, which is going to help him greatly here in the company. I'm looking forward to see what Raven has in the future. But coming up next, it's the main event everybody's been waiting for. John Cena, the world champion, teams up with The Undertaker to take on the reunited D-Generation X. That is in a matter of moments. It is the final stop on the road to WrestleMania. It is NLW Retribution, and it is coming January 2014. And it is going to be one hell of a pay-per-view. Already a packed card for the NLW Tag Team Championships. Kofi Kingston and R-Truth defend against the new team of Mr. Kennedy and The Miz. An incredible tag team match there. And former tag team partners will collide. The Monsters, Test and Kane, do battle at Retribution. Kane wants to get his hands on Test for a final time. And of course, the two-ringed steel cage matchup, War Games match, Team Orton versus Team Batista. The first ever War Games match in the history of NLW. This is Shawn Michaels' last chance to win the World Heavyweight Championship. It is an Extreme Rules match. Shawn Michaels versus John Cena. This is HBK's final opportunity. And this one, the game, the winner of the Royal Rumble, Triple H, goes one-on-one with the Phenom, The Undertaker. What an incredible match card this is for Retribution. Retribution is sure to be one hell of a pay-per-view, as we await now the arrival of the World Heavyweight Champion, John Cena. Always invokes a negative reaction in the NLW arena, as John Cena is about to make his way to the ring for what could possibly be the greatest tag team matchup of all time. A blockbuster main event indeed it is. John Cena earlier tonight confronted who would turn out to be his tag team partner right now. He confronted The Undertaker and talked trash, and you don't do that with the dead man. And he got a chokeslam for his troubles. But all the animosity between them ends tonight when they team up, as the crowd pops for the arrival of the Phenom, The Undertaker. John Cena waits for his tag team partner to make his way out here. And there he is. The dead man, The Undertaker, the former World Heavyweight Champion and runner-up in the Royal Rumble. At Retribution, he will go one-on-one with the game Triple H, as Shawn Michaels tries to take the world title from John Cena at Retribution as well. And as Undertaker poses in the ring, both of these men await the two men that they face, who are reuniting live here tonight. The crowd is silent, and here they come. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. The game, Triple H, Shawn Michaels and Triple H, D-Generation X. They make their way out here to an incredible crowd response, and they reunite for the first time in years here tonight. They make their way to the ring with such confidence, and that is going to help, because Cena and The Undertaker aren't easy to beat. But D-Generation X, possibly the greatest tag team in wrestling history. They pose for John Cena and The Undertaker. And as this match is about to take place, I have no idea what we're in for, but I can guarantee it may be the greatest tag team contest of all time. If anybody can make it that, it is these four men. This match is about to begin. The crowd watches on, and the match is underway. D-Generation X versus John Cena and The Undertaker, as the game Triple H backs Cena into the corner. The world champion now in a headlock, in a dangerous position. D-Generation X do have the experience advantage. They have teamed together before, whereas John Cena and The Undertaker have only teamed up once before. And you may remember that, episode 4. As Triple H tries to go for the clothesline, but Cena got to combat the brawling style that Triple H possesses. Of course, neither of them are technical masterclasses, but they can brawl with the best of them. Triple H now in trouble, with Cena about to deliver a couple shots to the face of the game. And you don't want to be too confident if you're John Cena, because Triple H can catch you out at any time, as he's doing now. Flurry of shots, And the game with a clothesline to send Cena down to the mat. John Cena got a little overconfident that time, turned his back to the cerebral assassin, as his partner, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, gets tagged in. And now Cena comes face to face with his Retribution opponent. John Cena backed into a corner, Shawn Michaels telling him to bring it on. Cena and Michaels about to fight, but instead John Cena taking the cowardly way out and making the tag to the Undertaker. But still, Shawn Michaels wants a piece of him. HBK wanting a piece of the Phenom, and he does, and a couple shots to the face of the Undertaker. And now he's followed by the throat for his troubles. The Undertaker now has a hold of Shawn Michaels. They've been in the business around the same time in terms of years, so experience isn't really a factor here. But you've got to assume the power goes to the Undertaker as Michaels makes the wise decision to tag to his partner the Game. And it looks as if we're going to have an early retribution here. The Game and the Undertaker fighting it out now. The two men that will face off at Retribution, and the final two men in the Royal Rumble. The Game vicious on the Undertaker, relentless, and now the Game is followed by the throat and sent straight into the corner, backed up yet again. More shots, more punches to the face of the Game, and what a clothesline to the outside. Triple H flipped over and landing hard on that concrete floor. The Undertaker is remorseless, and it is showing right now. And if there's one thing you want to look out for, it's a 300-pounder flying, but instead he crashes and burns. The Undertaker crashing and burning, as Triple H was lucky that he was not hit by a 300-pound flying object. Now he's sent back into the ring, and the teamwork is working well between Shawn Michaels and Triple H, it would seem. Not so much for Cena and Taker, but as we look at this, Triple H moving out of the way just in time when the Undertaker connected with the hard concrete floor, and it looks as if the Game's made the tag to Shawn Michaels, as HBK now with a flurry of shots to the face of Undertaker, but Undertaker unfazed and sent straight into the turnbuckle with such force that he goes down on the mat. And following an elbow drop, Michaels must be wondering what he has to do to beat the Phenom. I mean, they've never faced off one-on-one here in NLW, so it must be interesting to see. And oh, wait a minute. Well, the Undertaker looked like he had things in control, but for some reason John Cena tagging himself in. Maybe he wants a piece of Shawn Michaels, I don't know, but Undertaker doesn't look happy, especially after that. Shawn Michaels with a quick maneuver to outpace John Cena. And now as he made the tag to Triple H, and the knee drop to the face, and here we go. First cover of the matchup, but Cena is unfazed. Undertaker must be slightly pissed off that Cena tagged himself in, but not now. Oh, good grief. Cena sent straight into the ring post, the steel ring post, and that's not a good position to be in. Michaels now tagged in, quick tags, and the flying elbow. The flying elbow by the Heartbreak Kid in a kick-up, vintage of HBK. Cena in trouble for the moment, as you see now, another net breaker, and yet another tag, and that is why D-Generation X are one of the greatest tag teams in wrestling history, because of their teamwork. As it's showing now, the high and low by Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and now look at this. The Game, who will get a World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania, seems to be in complete control over the current World Champion. Oh no, he's got him by the hip. He's going to send him into the steps, but Cena reverses. Good grief, Cena reversing the leverage there, and Triple H went straight into the steel as he's being dragged away against his will, and now being thrown, literally thrown right back into the ring. Tossed in, not on his own accord, as you see here, Cena able to reverse the pressure there. And now a shoulder block takedown, and Cena going to deliver this move. When delivered correctly, can be deadly, right down on the throat of Triple H, the 5-knuckle shuffle. Coming down, colliding with his sternum and throat there. And now Cena, not often he goes to the top rope, but is he going to hit the leg drop? But Triple H moves out of the way. He had it scouted, and Cena is in trouble now because Triple H has tagged in Shawn Michaels. What a chop to the chest. Shawn Michaels, vicious now, comes colliding with John Cena, and oh, what an uppercut. An uppercut by John Cena to Shawn Michaels. And that may be the turning point that Cena and his team needs. Undertaker putting his hand out, he wants the tag. Shawn Michaels needs to get there if he's got any chance. Is Cena going to make the tag? But instead, Shawn Michaels drags away John Cena. And look at Shawn Michaels, the expression on his face tells a story, but Undertaker, not the legal man, has just about had enough of Cena getting beaten up. And now he's going to deliver vicious kicks to the stomach of Shawn Michaels, and he's got a count of 5 that the referee's got to work with. Not the legal man, just unhappy that he did not get the tag that time. And now is Cena going to take credit for Undertaker's work? No, he doesn't. Shawn Michaels kicks out. Triple H senses that the damage done by the Undertaker to Shawn Michaels may be enough to put him out. Oh, but Shawn Michaels seems to be holding his own, moves out of the way, and now headlock applied, and oh my goodness, look at how high he is, held up over his shoulders and delivered the suplex. A suplex down hard on the mat by Shawn Michaels. And now HBK going to deliver those moves that made him famous. On the top rope, and the athletic Shawn Michaels delivers the elbow drop. Vintage elbow drop there by HBK. He makes the tag to Triple H, but it looks like he hasn't finished the job. Cena might not want to turn around because Shawn Michaels looks as if he's going to deliver the sweet chin music. He's not the legal man, but that doesn't matter. He's going to deliver it, but no, Cena catches him. Cena caught him off guard. Is it going to be an FU here? But Triple H saves the day. Saves the day for DX. And now Triple H going to go for the pedigree perhaps. But Cena had that one scouted as well. Cena now has him in control, and the catapulted. Good grief. Triple H catapulted right into the top turnbuckle. And now Undertaker is begging for it. Begging for the tag, and he gets it. Triple H in dire trouble. The Undertaker now. Shots to the face of Triple H and a clothesline. The crowd goes nuts. Undertaker in control with the leg drop. Is this it? Here's the cover. But the game just about pushes a shoulder up. The game now in deep trouble. The Undertaker jumping clothesline that time. The game trying to get his bearings about him. And oh, look at that. What a shot to Shawn Michaels, and HBK falls right off of the apron. Undertaker, oh wait a minute, caught off guard. There's the spine buster. Is this it for Triple H? But now Cena back in, and now Cena has him up on his shoulders. Chaos breaks loose, and the FU. The FU by John Cena, and he says it's over. Triple H FU'd. Cena in control. And what a sweet chin music out of nowhere. Good grief, this tag team match has broken down into chaos. Through the ropes. Shawn Michaels through the ropes, and now on Cena. On the stage, beating him up. Vicious shots to the face of John Cena. This tag team match has broken loose. And now it's Undertaker. Last ride. Last ride, the finisher. This is it. But oh my goodness. At 2.5, Triple H gets the shoulder up, and you see on the stage Michaels kicking the crap out of John Cena. Maybe posing too early for some. But Cena's back up. Oh my god, wait a minute. Oh my god. John Cena just spit Shawn Michaels right through the screen. HBK is out. Good God. And oh, wait a minute. Tombstone perhaps in the middle of the ring, but Triple H pushes him away, and I'm speechless after that one. We got to remember there's still a match going on. But is it over for Triple H? Taker runs at him and a spine buster through the stage. What the hell? Good God. The crowd's gone ballistic. Triple H and The Undertaker going straight through the stage. Shawn Michaels was speared by Cena through that screen. And Triple H reversing The Undertaker into a spinebuster, and they've literally destroyed the arena. The arena has been completely dismantled. And this match has ended. But what the hell is going to happen with these guys? They're not having a very Merry Christmas.